Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I just want you to know that I have series of videos for grade 6, 7, 8, and grade 9 mathematics. In this video, you're going to learn about Introduction to Statistics. So we're going to discuss about qualitative data and quantitative data, population and sample, descriptive statistics, and inferential statistics. What is statistics? In our everyday life, we encounter statistics. Especially this pandemic, we keep track of the number of cases infected by the virus. Because of statistics, experts are able to create solutions to lessen the problems. They gather data, monitor the number of infected, and presenting it as a graph, where we can easily see the increase or decrease of the number of people infected. And this is statistics. So what is statistics? Based on those information that I gave, we can define now that statistics involve collecting, organizing, and analyzing data in order to draw conclusions from data. Now, let's start with collecting data. Statistical instruments are devices used to gather the data or information. Questionnaires and surveys sampling are just examples on how we can collect the data. Now, we have classification of data. We have what we call qualitative data, and we have the quantitative data. Qualitative data is also known as categorical data. So data that tends to answer questions about the what, how, and why of phenomenon or situation. Examples of this kind of data, we have types of movie, brand of lotion. This is these are examples of qualitative data or categorical data. Now, for quantitative data, tells us how many, how much, or how often. In short, it involves numbers. The data are the result of counting. Examples: how many hours spent in social media, the weight in kilograms. Next is organizing the data. We need to organize the data, the information that we gathered, for us to see easily the changes, the relationship of those data. So we can present that in table. So this is an example. And graphs. So we have different kinds of graphs. We are going to discuss each one of them. Here's another terms that you need to learn: population and sample. So when you say population, population is an entire group with at least one common characteristic to be studied. So this is a very large group, or this is the whole group. And now when we say sample, is a portion of a population, a specific group taken from the population. Now, if you're going to conduct a study, it takes a while if you're going to consider all population. That's why we need to get a sample. Because if you're going to use this population, it takes a while, longer period of time in order to decide or to draw a conclusion, and it's also expensive. But instead, you just use a sample. And I'm going to illustrate more. So population, and then if I'm going to have a portion of that, that is a sample. Now, when we say population, it doesn't mean people. So it can be people, or it doesn't mean only people. That's what I mean. It means any objects or events or animals, like that. Now, we have descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. So when we say descriptive statistics, provide description, from the word itself, descriptive, Provide description of the population or group of interest. Descriptive statistics use some of the statistical measures to describe the groups. Central tendency, that's the mean, finding the mean, the median, and the mode. Or measures of variation, we have the range and standard deviation. And descriptive statistics collect, summarize, and describe data. While inferential statistics, deciding or making conclusions about the population based only on sample data, making predictions from the sample and generalize them to the population. Okay, I am going to elaborate more of this. The difference between descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. Let's say I have here a population. Okay, now, if I am going to take part of that, that is what we call sample. Now, if I am going to study this part of the population, I am doing descriptive statistics. So my conclusion will just based on whatever it is. It stops here. Okay? Now, if I am going to say, from that sample, you are going to make a conclusion or statement about the population. It means you are going to use this, whatever the result here, to generalize about the population. That is now what we call inferential statistics. Can you see the difference? So here, descriptive statistics, you just take portion of this and study it. That's it. You're just going to focus your conclusion based on what it is here. There is no relation about this sample to this population here. But if you're going to use whatever the results here in the sample and make a conclusion that this population is about, it means you are using inferential statistics, or that is now inferential statistics.